Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about field trips. And I swear, if you haven't been on a field trip, either you do homeschool or you've never been to a school. Field trips are like the school tradition. It's like if your school doesn't do it, then what school do you go to? Like a legit school that doesn't do anything? Field trips, they're school tradition. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I've been on field trips. Of course, I've been on field trips. Everyone has. Now, I don't think I've ever been on a field trip in pre-K. I don't know why. I think it was just like I don't know, too young or something. I don't know, bro. So it was just we didn't do field trips in pre-K. But we did do it in kindergarten through 4th. And so in kindergarten, I think we went to this flower garden. I forgot what it was called, but it was like some flower garden. But there was like stuff to do there. It wasn't all flower garden. Like when I say flower garden, it makes it sound like it was really boring because it's just flowers and that's all it is. But no, it actually had stuff. I remember this one thing. It was like this telescope thingy, but it was like a giant what do you call those? Like kinetoscope? I don't know. But it's like when you look in it, it shows all these like patterns or whatever. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's one of those like things, but it's really big. And there's like a boat racing thingy. And so yeah, it was really good. It's not like a full boat racing. It's like mini like a controller card thingies. I forgot them. And in 2nd grade, I'm pretty sure we went to the stockyards. And if you're around here and you know about Texas and where I am, you would know what the stockyard is. What am I saying? And so it's basically like this whole thingy. It's like a traditional Texas thingy with cowboys. Yeehaw! It's basically this whole like Texas thingy. There's like horses, cowboys who ride in horses all around, and there's like Texas things. You go into this. I think what we did is that we went to like this petting zoo where we went and we saw like horses, cows, chickens and stuff. It's basically all about Texas animals, wildlife, and just Texas tradition, like cowboy stuff. And it's a pretty cool place. And I don't really remember what we did in the field trip. All I know is that we went to like a petting zoo and stuff. In 3rd grade, we went to a museum, a science museum. I'll get to that later. 4th grade, we went to the aquatic center, and we went to the zoo. We actually had 2 field trips in 4th grade. So 4th grade was cool, actually. And in 5th grade, I think we were supposed to go to like the Six Flags or something. I don't know. But I wonder why it got canceled. So my least favorite field trip, like the most disappointing field trip, is probably the 4th grade aquatic center. Like no lie. And so we show up, like I thought we were gonna like swim in a swimming pool. It was really awesome. There was like high dives and stuff. There was high dives, but like you couldn't actually enjoy swimming because the lifeguards were like legit like pull you out because like I don't know, like there's this thing. So we go out to like the bleachers or whatever, and the lifeguards are like, okay, we need you to do we need to do a swimming test to see if you're able to swim in the shallow end or the deep end. The deep end is like the cool kids, The deep end has the high dives and the like jacuzzi, whatever it's called, the hot tubs or whatever. And so, everyone wants to go into the deep end, but the lifeguards are like, hey, okay, so like some people need to go to the shallow end because they can't they don't know how to swim like properly. And so I don't know if I heard this correctly, but they said, okay, we're gonna put like a wristband on you, and yeah. And so I'm like, oh, okay, they're just gonna put a wristband on me. But just tune into what happens next. I do the test, and I think I did pretty well. Like, I'm a pretty good swimmer, not gonna lie. But I did the test, I did everything, and the guy puts the wristband on me, and I'm like, okay. I struck back to my seat, and all my friends go, oh no, dude. They have like their mouth, like they have their hands around your mouth, like shocked or something. They're like, oh no. I'm like, what? And it's like, dude, you got a wristband, bro. And like one of the other kids who actually got a wristband was like, it's okay, bro. The shallow end's not that bad. I'm like, wait, the shallow end? wait, is that? Apparently, if you got a wristband, you go to the shallow end, which basically means you don't know how to swim. I aced that test. I don't know how the lifeguards were like, oh, he did it pretty well. Okay, we're going to give him a wristband because he just is so whack at swimming, dude. Dude, I don't know how I failed that still. But they did a second trial to like, like just see if you're actually good or not. Like, I don't know. Did like a retry, like a retry. And I aced that test, and I aced it, and yeah, I got my wristband cut off, and I was ready to go to the deep end. And so the deep end might seem cool because they have like high dives, they have like a hot tub or jacuzzi, whatever you call it, and yeah, it seems cool, but they don't let you really enjoy the swimming. And this is why I hated the thing. Like, the high dives were great. I could go on there all day. And, like, my friend Robbie, like, I don't know why, but he like, knows how to flip. So he, like, front flips underwater. He can front flip off the high dive or whatever and stuff. It was cool and all. But, like, they never really let you relax, like, and enjoy your swim. Like, if you go to the high dive and like go in the water, you can't swim around in the water. You have to get out immediately and go do something else. And the hot tub, there's like a maximum of 10 people, which, dude, the hot tub can fit way more than that. But the teacher was like, oh, yeah, there's only 10 people. Only 10 people can fit in there. So you can't, like, really enjoy the hot tub because if someone gets in, you get out. It's like a take-turn thingy. And so, yeah, I didn't really like that aquatic center because, like, I thought I was going to swim. I was going to do, like, something underwater and, like, do the high dives. But no, I only did the high dives because you couldn't enjoy swimming. Now, the best field trip is 3rd grade. We went to the science museum, and it's in my town. It's called the Ross Perot Museum. And it's like it's not like cool anymore because I've been there like a million times now. But back then, like, I haven't been back there. Like, I haven't been to the Ross Perot Museum in like a million years back then. So going back there and like just experiencing everything again, it was amazing. And especially because all my friends wanted to do the stuff that like I haven't tried yet, and like it was just really fun. And the 4th grade, you know how I talked about 2 field trips? The zoo was actually not really a field trip. It was more of like a project. There's like this project thing where you have to do like a thing about an animal. I chose the brown pelican as my animal. And what we're going to do is we do the project, and then we go to the zoo and look at our animal, or try to search for an animal or whatever. I did the brown pelican. That was my animal. The brown pelican, I think, was like, it's one of the coolest birds now that I like thought about. It's one of my favorites now. It's one of my favorite birds. Besides like the parakeet or whatever, it's one of my favorite birds for sure. And I knew I knew a lot of facts about brown pelicans back then, but kind of forgot a lot of them. All I know is that, do you know that the brown pelican is the only pelican species to dive for food? Yeah, shocking. Now, so at the zoo, I was split into teams. I think we were like as a group, and there was one parent that would guide the group. I went with one of my friends. I went with 2 of my friends, Robbie and Ethan. and Robbie's mom was there, so we were all in a group, and my mom did show up later. She was gonna go. It was cool. We did find the brown pelican, but like it was kind of hiding, so like we couldn't really get a good glimpse of it. And so yeah, that was like, I think that was my second favorite. Like I know everyone has been to the zoo, but that's like my second favorite thing. Back to the museum, like the space stuff, like space science is one of my favorite science stuff. But the Ross Perot Museum, the space stuff is not that cool because you know everything about space, so you go over there and you're just like, oh, I know what everything is. Like they did like a whole section with like gamma ray bursts and stuff, which I guess I kind of didn't really know, but I knew that existed. Like, I mean, not to flex. I did forget about this one thing at the Ross Perot Museum. Going back to that, there was this VR thingy, and it was like one of my favorite things at the museum. This VR thingy, and you put it on. You put the VR headset on, and you go in a cave. And yeah, it's like a pretty it's like a freaking like cave. And you go around, you look around, and there's like fossils. And so you have to like collect the fossils, and then it'll tell you facts. So it's like, it was pretty cool. So yeah, the two favorite things were the Ross Perot and the zoo. The least favorite thing was the aquatic center. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, like and subscribe, join my Discord server, link in the description, follow my Twitter, and bye.